Royce Lewis has had an extremely eventful journey to the major leagues. Drafted number 1 overall by the Twins in the 2017 MLB draft, he's had a lot of different injuries. ACL tears, muscle strains, bone bruises, he's had it all when it comes to injuries. And it's for this reason that despite being drafted close to 7 years ago, he's played less than 100 career games at the major league level. However, for the short time he has played, he's shown some extremely high potential, especially offensively. Over parts of 3 seasons, Lewis has hit 27 home runs in just 89 games, and is on pace for nearly 50 home runs for the full 162-game season at that rate. After 5 long years down in the minor leagues, the Twins called Lewis up to the majors on May 6, 2022. That night, he collected his first major league hit on a low line drive single to right field against the A's. He had a double the next day and hit safely in 9 of the 11 full games that he played. He had 6 extra base hits in those 11 full games and had 2 different games where he had multiple extra base hits. For the short time he played, he hit the ball very well, as he slugged .550, which is well above the average mark in Major League Baseball. The reason he only played in 12 games, though, was because of his second torn ACL, which happened on May 29th. A year later, on May 29th, 2023, and the Twins called Lewis up again after he had recovered from his knee surgery. In the time after that call-up through the month of June, Lewis showed off his ability to drop line drives in front of the outfielders, something which showed up in his exit velocity stats as well as his batting average, which was .326 for this stretch of games. He had several 3-hit games as well as one 4-hit day. Unfortunately, he got hurt yet again on July 1st, this time sustaining an oblique injury in a game at Camden Yards in Baltimore. The strain required Lewis to miss 36 games, taking him out until mid-August, with the Twins in the middle of a division race with the Guardians to win the AL Central. This new stretch of playing time was a lot different than his run in June of the same year. Instead of just hitting singles and not really flashing his power ability, Lewis exploded for a .607 slugging percentage, highlighted by 11 home runs and 5 doubles, good for 16 extra base hits. This power surge was due to a substantial increase in his exit velocity and barrel rate. During this time, he barreled up the ball 13 times for a rate of 13.7%, nearly double the MLB average. This means that he was crushing the ball in the air for line drives that got down for doubles, or fly balls that flew over the fence for home runs. His strikeouts went down and walks went up as well, thanks to a lower chase rate on pitches outside the strike zone and increased contact overall. His numbers only got better in the playoffs as he hit 4 home runs in just 26 postseason plate appearances, good for an insane .773 slugging percentage. Going into 2024, the expectations were through the roof from many fans around MLB, and it looked like he was going to prove people right after hitting a home run in his first at-bat of the season in Kansas City off of starting pitcher Cole Ragans. Unfortunately, he would get hurt again later in the game, this time missing 2 months with a bad quad strain. But since coming off the injured list on June 4th, Lewis has once again been on a tear. He's hit 9 home runs in just 18 games, as well as 3 doubles and 8 walks. This is undoubtedly the best he's ever played in his career up to this point. He might not be hitting the ball all that hard on a regular basis, but when he squares it up, he can hit it very far. Every single one of his home runs this season has an exit velocity that exceeds 100 miles per hour, except for one. The home run that didn't quite get to 100 was still 98.9 miles per hour off his bat, and that one still went 380 feet and would have been gone in most MLB ballparks. So it's abundantly clear that Lewis has a lot of potential when he's on the field. It's really just a question of health for him. If he can stay healthy the rest of the way this year, he might be able to hit 50 home runs despite missing over 2 months of action. He's just that good when he plays.